I must take a tablet on that one. No, haven't they been wonderful? Where did I get them from, I wonder? I wake up in the morning and I ask myself the question, where did I get them all from?
We'll start with Anna Larson.
She is fantastic. A wonderful girl, superb character. And you know, she's got electric blankets.
Which one do you want me to be?
Yeah, but you be the Swedish one.
Is there a Swedish one?
Yeah, but
actually.
It was written with different people in mind. We didn't know we were going to find a Swedish one.
Okay.
Bessie Juliet.
Ah, good old Juman Short, lovely girl. She's actually not an Asian, so he managed to drape her in an Asian sari, and she was, I must say, she did extremely well. She does look like a lovely Asian bride.
It was a lot of fun. Yeah, it's a bit nerve-wracking. Okay.
She's actually a very sweet, darling girl, who's been extremely cooperative, both on and off stage.
Yeah, Barbara's pretty funny. Shoving him away, you know, getting that opportunity to shove him away because he's always, you know, perving.
Have you seen her bum yet? Turn round, bend over, darling, yeah.
Actually a professional actress.
So I actually got to say, you know, move off, boy.
Sandra, or Sandy, or Sandra, as she calls herself from time to time, she's a friend of a friend of a friend. I've never met her before. She only turned up on set and we just shoved the character in front of her and off she went.
Actually, no, it was Wednesday morning. I got a call from Malanka saying, I'm shooting this short film. They need another girl. Do you want to do it? And I was like, yeah, I guess so. I was free that day. And then I got a call from the director. And then when I spoke to him, he said, yeah, just come and meet us at 1:30 at the Tube. And that was it. And so I arrived. I didn't know anyone. And then I turned up and realised that Paul Whiffen was involved. And then I remembered Barbara from another shoot. So I was like, oh, great, people I know. That's always a good thing. And that was basically it. And then it didn't take long before sort of getting into the swing of things. And everyone's been really nice and supportive and just fun and, you know, just really laid back. And everyone's been kind of pulling together and people doubling up and doing other things that they weren't, you know, originally thinking of doing. And that's kind of what happens on these sort of shoots, really. You kind of end up doing all these other things. And it's fun. It's good. Now that was a moment.
Very helpful. Did a lot for the film. Helped a lot of characters through. And she was a very delightful character.
Ah, Rachel Rock.
Who's Rachel Rocker?
Simone.
Well, firstly, my name's Simone Kay, and well, I didn't really need to go to the audition, so I know the director quite well, and he's a good friend of mine. We've worked on a couple of projects, you know how it is. So I didn't really have to read. I just came in. I thought it'd be, you know, quite a nice little part, and I get to play a star, and well, I kind of think I am a bit of a star anyway, so you know how it goes. But yeah, so no, well, that was what we did.
And as you know, that bit she did was actually written the night before with the cooperation of Paul Whiffen. In fact, he'll claim full rights to that bit.
I'll never get his character's name right. Popo Jiggly or Gigolo.
Yeah, anyway, so that's a special bit written for Simone for her performance as Rachel Rock, which is, by the way, supposed to be a take on Sharon Stone. You got that?
And she was actually director's pleasure.
Do you know what that means? No? Well, basically, in America, what happens is they use the word DP at the bottom of a CV. The actors use it at the bottom of a CV, which means director's pleasure, which means that the actors are prepared to divulge.
Yeah, well, you know what producers are like these days. The casting couch hasn't gone out of fashion, if you know what I mean.
Oh yes, Natasha, lovely Natasha. She's actually a last-minute call. Again, it only took us 2 hours before the shooting to find her. Was it at 10 o'clock at night or something? Or yes, our friend Baba was very helpful. He knows her extremely well, and she came along in the morning of the shoot, and we gave her the script, and off we went. She plays a two-parter. One is the role of a psychiatrist with opposite Baba, you know, Baba is having psychological problems, as usual.
He's very jealous of Papa Gigi, and I have to come up with some notion of what's wrong with him, and I say he's got a deferiority complex.
And he goes to her for psychological advice because he's trying to understand why Papa Gigi is the man he is. His hair has got this mystical and mythological powers, unlike Baba, who hasn't any hair at all.
And your other steal, I think, was managing to get Dita to do your hair and makeup.
Oh yes, yes. I don't know where she came from. The only thing was, one thing I hear one morning, we are going to have a makeup artist on set. I said luxury. I said luxury.
So what happened was I was out in Prague looking at studios for my feature film, and I'd rushed to the airport, got on this plane, and I was sitting down next to this lady here, and I discovered she was a makeup artist and I'm a film director, so it seemed logical to exchange numbers, and I ended up giving her a lift back to London. And it was a very good thing to give her a lift back to London because she's been working with us ever since.
That's how you found yourself working?
Yes.
So there's one of the few people that Sam didn't talk into coming down here. See, Sandra there, I had used on my last short film, but I didn't talk her into doing it. I got a phone call yesterday morning from Sam saying, do you know this friend of Milanka's, Sandra? And I said, yes. She said, is she any good? I said, of course she's good. She was in my last film.
Show these fantastic eyes.
Absolutely, the eyes, yes, as you're now seeing her work. Yeah, all right. And here's another example of Dita's fine handiwork.
Oh, yeah.
See,
There you go.
Sam has got a big thing about eyes. So everybody ends up having nothing but eyes.
She is very, very good. She did a fantastic job on the characters, and the bits where you think the makeup is no good is the day she didn't turn up because she was working elsewhere. But overall, she did a wonderful job. She does a very good belly dancing. I don't know if you've seen that. We must get it. Yeah, we get that. We get that sometimes. I think a few vodkas would do the trick. Oh, Paul, a great, great chap, a multi-talented character who is highly underrated for what he does and what he actually achieves. I was introduced to him in a party when I was partly drunk and he was overly drunk. And we started talking about this film. I don't think he remembered it. And the next thing was, hello, darling.
We'd had a lot to drink at some other event,